Welcome to the Tony the Prophet channel for week 7. Here we go. Apologize for last week. We were robbed. We hit the Rams game okay, but the Seattle game just terrible. Geno Smith, you wonder why they didn't write back even when they wrote you off? Because you stink. But you got a chance to redeem yourself this week. But the red zone, 5 trips to the red zone for Geno, 3 points. You kidding me? Okay, 326 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, 87 yards on the ground, 413 yards. They lose 17-13. One touchdown and it's a gimme. 231 yards for Cincinnati. They didn't do anything. Okay. Um, Seattle, they lose 17-13. The spread was 3. We lose by a point. 2 field goals, anything. Okay, so we lost that game. That was a bad beat. Um, and then we got robbed in the. Got to find my notes here. Um, we got robbed in the Philly game. Okay, Philly ahead 14-3 at the half. Philly led in that game. Was tied or led for 58 minutes. How do you lose to Zach Wilson? Okay. Um, um, a lot of yards for Hurts, 3 picks, really. Hurts, 280 yards, 47 yards rushing, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Just a terrible game. It just fell apart, okay? That was it. 14-3. You don't lose those types of games, okay? So we got beat. And the hardest thing is that this job is just picking the 3 games. There's a lot to go with, and I like Detroit. They're a covering machine this week, but they're on the road. They got a tough matchup. Um, they're going to win, but they may not cover. They're going to lose, but they won't cover. So I like Cleveland. The line moved to 3.5. They're on the road. They play better at home with that defense. Indy's covered some games at home. Um, I like Miami, but they're on the road. They lost to big defense teams. They should cover in this game. Philly wins by a point or two. And then Green Bay. I like Green Bay against Denver. Denver's hapless. They haven't covered the spread. They're 0-5-1. But can you trust Love in a big spot on the road at altitude with these guys? So no, no. So here we go. We do have an easy one here. Buffalo minus 7.5. Okay, 4-0 the last 4 games against New England. They won by 13, 14, 30, and 12. Okay, New England 4.44 yards per play, 28th. Pass yards, 18th. Rush yards, 26th. 27 time on the field. Uh, the These games tend to go under, but Mac Jones 0-12 as an underdog. Well, let's make that 0-13. Okay, Patriots don't know what's going on. The New England 0-3 against the spread at home this year. When does that happen with Belichick? You never see that. When Brady was there, the home games were like, oh my God, there was free money. It's cash from heaven. Uh, New England 1-9 against the spread the last 10. New England averages 11 points a game. Not a lot to cover the spread. I have a 31-10 Buffalo Romps. Romps, okay? Here's the next game. San Francisco minus 7. I got 6.5. Again, I tell everybody you got to bet early through Wednesday in the week. Start studying those lines Sunday night, Monday. Don't be lazy, okay? That's where you make your money. But anyways, I digress. San Francisco 13-4 against the spread last 17. They were robbed last week. Horrific. I could do a whole podcast on the horrific referee jobs with all these hacks they have in the league now. Okay, Giants got robbed. Double pass interference in the end zone. He's afraid to call it. He's on the road. He's at home. Give me a break, okay? Helen Keller could see that was pass interference. Give me a break. Um, anyways, and the guy misses the 41-yard field goal. They still could have won. But San Francisco, second in total scoring, eighth in passing, 3 in rushing, 3 on time in the field, 2 in yards per play. Uh, it's just Minnesota. Cousins in prime time. I believe he's like 2-14, 2-15. They don't have Jefferson. Cousins, turnover machine. This team's had 12, 13, 14 turnovers. That Frisco defense is going to feast on those turnovers. Easy peasy. Again, I got 6.5. I said 7. I'm not afraid of 7. San Francisco 34-13. And again, trying to find that last game. I like a lot of them, but they're not top material. I'm going to take Vegas laying 2.5 against Chicago. The only thing you need to know, Tyson Baggett, really? It's like Division 10, okay? Uh, what is he going to do? Chicago's all beat up. The two running backs are out. They got injuries, cornerback, safeties on the O line, okay? Um, Vegas 3-3. I would love to have Jimmy G in there, but he's always hurt. They're gonna go with Hoyer. Uh, they've got you got Jacobs, you got Adams, you got Myers, you got Mayer. They have some weapons. They should score some points. Chicago's hapless, okay, and you got this stiff quarterback in there. Uh, welcome to the NFL. Uh, People like that never do well. So uh, Vegas never scores a lot of points. The Bears don't score a lot of points, but they push these unders. Last week, unders were like 12-2. Um, Teams aren't scoring in the red zone. Red zone scoring is down. That's a whole nother podcast. But anyways, Vegas 24-16. You only laying 2.5. You got the field goal against God knows who's a quarterback, and so that I think that's easy. You take the low hanging fruit where you can. So that's it for this week. Hope we don't get robbed. Hopefully the refs aren't horrific like they've been all season, and we trudge on and try to make a buck. Have fun, enjoy it, and I'll see you next week.